A very good morning. Hello, morning, morning. All right, let's see what we got here. Huh. So, good morning, people. I know it's been a while, it's been a minute. And to be quite honest with you, I didn't have anything planned for today. As a matter of fact, I'm ain't feeling the best right now. Um, Mentally, physically drained, feeling a little sick this morning. But then, as I was going through Facebook, as I normally do, just to, stay abreast with what's happening on the ground, I saw a post from my Auntie Tracy, and I decided, you know what, let me take a couple of minutes and just come on here just to greet you folks, see what's going on with you, see how is life, and just chit chat for a bit. So, I don't think I'm gonna be here too long. So just share the life quick and fast, and let's just have a quick conversation. Blessed morning to everybody again. Patricia say in a sense she kind of begs that elections come and gone. No, I mean I intend to continue with the shows because, as you know, there's still issues out there that need ventilating. I'm not going to remove my voice from, fighting for people. I mean, sometimes fighting for people and fighting for things to be done a certain way, it it causes me a few blessings. It causes me to lose out on a couple of things, but that's fine though, because at the end of the day, I'm still here. I'm still okay. So if that's the price that I have to pay to speak on behalf of people and make sure that the powers that be do what they're supposed to do, then that's just the price I have to pay. I want to share with you guys something that inspired me to come on here this morning because I addressed it a couple of times when it popped up. I'm not sure how most of you pay attention to social media, but there was a quote unquote big uproar on social media amongst some of the comrades when they saw Dr. Drew taking a picture with a known PLP supporter. And, everybody had, their own 5 cents to put in and chuck in and. And while I understand how the comrades feel, because let's not be naive, we had a government for the past 7 years that was vindictive, that was nasty, that was vengeful, deceitful. And it kept us in a perpetual state of fear. Because, kid yourself not, the government and the people in the civil service have the ability to make your life a living hell if they want to. Let's not be naive about that. For those of us who have experienced victimization because of your political preference, because of your advocacy for things to be done a proper way, from the minute you stand up, you become a target. Now, if I was to tell my whole story, it would reflect bad on a lot of people, because we are human beings and we do have feelings. And if somebody says something, negative about you or criticize something about you, obviously you're going to feel a type of way. Nobody's saying that you're not supposed to feel a type of way. But what you're not supposed to do is exact revenge on people. Because let me tell you something. You see, in this entertainment industry that I'm involved in, a lot of people who I see me working with, majority of them ain't like me. They don't like me personally. And a lot of them don't say all kind of things about me. But one thing I've never practiced is to stand in the way of somebody's blessings or stand in the way of somebody making an upward movement or making a money. Because that's not how I was raised. I've been in situations where people had the most to say about me. Whether it was correct or incorrect. And when I had opportunity to afford them an opportunity, I never stood in the way of that. I'll give you a story. There was a time when me and Country Machine, DJ Shaggy, weren't talking. And when I say we wasn't talking at all. For whatever misunderstanding that went on, we weren't talking. And he had the notion that Ike didn't like him. For whatever the reason was. And that was the furthest thing from the truth. Because there are a couple of DJs right now on St. Kitts and Nevis that I personally would go out to listen to. And you got a lot of them, I cannot listen to them. But those that I could actually go out and sit down and listen to and enjoy or even dance to, DJ Shaggy is one of them. And for whatever reason, we had a falling out. And during that time, when we weren't talking, a number of occasions came up where people wanted me to play for certain functions. And I said to them point blank, no, DJ Shaggy will be better for this function here. Let me call him and then I'll call you back. Pick up my phone, say, Machine, blessed day, this Ike. I have a lady, she having a 60th birthday party, and this is the kind of vibes that she want at the party. This is the date. You available? Yeah, okay, fine. I call back the lady, I say, yes, he's available. This is his number. Negotiate with him. There were even times when I was having my own personal function. And I call him to book him because of the vibes that I want. And me, he didn't attack. You understand? Because at the end of the day, you not liking somebody or you hearing somebody say something about you ain't got nothing at all to do with the work. You understand? Now, me who is a lover of entertainment and the industry itself, me and just love it for playing music. I love it. I got a deep passion for it. The production itself, the production got to be good, because when the quality of the production is good, everybody could make money. It flourishes. And so I am all about the end result. I am not going to accept a job that I personally know I can't carry out. And that's just how I am. I know you got DJs who done bad mind me, say, Baba, I hire Ike for Ike this, Ike that, Ike that. And if I have an opportunity to either pass off a work to them or present them with something, I do it. Regardless of what they say about me. Because at the end of the day, people gonna always say what they want. People gonna always talk. And reality is such that people have perceptions. You could be over there looking this way and you see things one way. Just for me, sometimes I don't have perception. The perception don't be right. But if I come into different information, I could always come back and say, well, bye, I saw that thing so because I was over here. Now I have new information. I realize how it was. And I have no problem with apologizing. But there are some people who cannot take criticism. There are some people who just cannot accept anything when it comes to objections. They just can't accept it. And if they have occasion to suck it to you, that is what they do. Like, I apply for a job. My resume is impeccable. I am more than qualified for the job. But the person who has the power to either grant me or deny me the job, they don't look at the file. They saw my name and they work out, oh, EK? Oh, by me, he abused somebody the other day, pandemic by a party. Me not give him no work. No. Don't get me wrong. We are supposed to conduct ourselves in a dignified manner at all times. But we are human. And sometimes we as humans, we go off of emotions. And in a moment, sometimes you may lose your cool. And that could reflect on you for the rest of your life. We're aware of that. No problem. But I want to ask the question, does a mistake that you made in the past, should that mistake hamper you from achieving something else? So that person didn't take a look at my credentials, they didn't take a look at my experience, they didn't take a look at my resume. My merit on paper didn't even matter to them because they probably heard me in a conversation or somebody probably told them. Like I had this situation where my name came across the desk of somebody to get a job, an overseas gig. And the person refused to give me the job simply because they heard that I just beat women. I don't know where they get that from. But however they got it, it was a shushu, and they said that I bang women. And the person is in direct opposition to domestic abuse. And because they heard that about me, they refused to give me a job. Now, I could say no uncertainty, not me. And I'm sure most of you who listen to me radio show would hear me say, me ain't into banging on a woman. Me don't even know how to bang a woman. But if you hit me, I'm going to hit you 2 hours back. So therefore, don't hit me. You can talk, you could even abuse my mother. I am not a violent person. But don't get it twisted. I will defend myself if I have to. Be it man or woman. But that's what the person here, and so they deny me a work. Ain't had nothing to do with my skills or whatever. They denied me a job because of that. Elwita of Sustainable Development. Because I was critical of the government and wanting the government to do better, when my name came across her desk to get a job, she said not he, because he abused the government every day. Mind you, a job that I was qualified for, a job that I would have brought more than just DJing to. I was denied because I was critical of the government. And so I more than understand how some people are feeling at this time and what they would have gone through under the past administration. The fear of retribution because you dare to say something. And like I said, we are human beings. And if you hear somebody criticize you, of course you ain't going to want to grant them no favors. But at the end of the day, this is how I just think to get me past that. When I called DJ Shaggy to give him the work, even though we weren't speaking, a couple of things was going through my mind. Number one, the customer. The customer deserves the best service. And if I couldn't offer it, somebody else needs to offer it to them. Number two, the quality and the production of the entertainment industry. That's number two. Number three, DJ Shaggy have people who depends on him getting a job. He has a daughter. I think he got another child. So if I stand in the way of denying him a job, I'm not only hurting him, I'm hurting the people who depend on him. He cheering them not do me nothing. The cheering them mother ain't do me nothing. The bills that he da pay, I da work for Flow and Digicel and cable. Those bills that he have to pay ain't do me nothing. He might live in a rent house. The person who rent him the house might be a fan of mine on the radio. So if I deny him a job, I ultimately deny a fan of mine the rent money. You understand? This is my mindset to get me past wanting to return the favor to somebody who says something about me. This is the extent of how I think to get me past that hump. And more times than not, people only see just as far as their nose. They don't look deep. Hear me again. If I deny him a job just because we ain't talking, I hurt so much more people down the line. Suppose the person who da do DJ Shaggy locks is a fan of mine, and DJ Shaggy can't do he locks. I hurt the hairdresser. If he can't chuck gas in his car, the gas station where he da get his gas from, they support me, they give me jobs too. So this is why I take so much to heart when you have people in positions